What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and enjoy some Canadian TikToks. It is time once again to check out some popular short internet videos all about Canada. And funny enough, I think TikToks are actually a pretty great way to see and learn some things about Canadian culture that you really don't find anywhere else except on the internet. So let's take a look here, starting with a door. What?
Stick that in right there.
Oh, oh my word. I still can't get over, like, the Canadian winter, and that this kind of thing, I guess, is just, I mean, is this normal in Canada? Maybe certain parts of Canada? Like, does every Canadian have this core experience of opening your door and there's snow halfway up the door? There's like an imprint of the door in the snow. Anyway, I genuinely just can't believe this is like a thing. Compared to the winters we get here in most of the United States. It's crazy. And then it's like, you guys are like operating on another plane of intelligence. It's like, well, why not take advantage? Wine cooler? Okay. Oh my god. That's insane.
For some scale?
I mean, what do? You bust out the wine. What am I saying? It's clear what you do.
He's 6'3".
Wow. You can't even get out of your house. You can't even get out of your house. Oh my god. Where in Canada was this? That's crazy. I'd be kind of scared. It's like, it's like, I didn't go to the grocery store. Guess we're eating snow the rest of the week. All right, moving on. POV, you are an American in Canada for the first time. Oh, okay. Maybe I can like relate to this as an American who's never actually been to Canada. This is something I would see the first time going, I guess.
So you put your cart.
What's
Dude,
this?
I'm tripping out right now. I've never seen this before.
What is this? What am I even looking at here? Well, it's a grocery. I know what a grocery cart is. Yeah, give me that much credit. But besides that, what's this like portal? This portal that we're pushing it through.
Okay. Ready?
Ready for what? Huh?
I have never seen this before. I'm in a Walmart. It's
It
upstairs.
used to be a Target back in the day, so when
Dude,
Walmart
look
bought
at
all the
this.
Targets after Target dished Canada, this is what happened.
What are you guys getting onto here? What kind of technology are you Canadians holding out on us? What the heck is this thing? This is making me upset. Why did I not know about this? Why did nobody tell me about this? Is this normal in Canadian grocery stores? It looks like they're at Walmart or something. There's a escalator for your shopping cart? How's that even work? Why do you guys have two levels? Your grocery stores have so much stuff in them that there's two levels? What does that mean? I feel like I'm spitting. I'm getting so worked up. Roll it back a few seconds. Spit just came out of my mouth. It's everywhere. But it doesn't matter. I'm on edge. Because it's like, she said this is because this used to be a Target. This is not normal in Target. I go to Target all the time. There's no escalators for the shopping cart.
Thanks, Walmart.
This is amazing. Why don't they have this here? Oh my god, it's a whole new store.
What?
What the fuck? Dude, I'm tripping out.
See? More home.
Okay. And now you just...
Clear, do not enter. Company.
It's like launching a space shuttle or something. I genuinely, if I had seen this in real life, I would not have even understood what this middle escalator is for. I would have walked on to this thing. Someone would have been like, "Sir, that's for shopping carts." I'd be like, "You're making that up. That's not a thing." But it is a thing. Okay. Holy cow. Grocery shopping in Canada since tariffs have been in effect. Oh, okay. What is the grocery shopping situation in Canada? I want to see this.
Hey guys, this is what it looks like in a Canadian grocery store since tariffs have taken effect. I'm in my local grocery shop right now.
Whoa!
Everything's marked that is Canadian, made in Canada, or a product of Canada with maple leaves.
No way. I had no idea it was to this level. Oh my God. I know a lot of Canadians are boycotting American goods, sort of protesting the US tariffs on Canada. Totally makes sense. I didn't know, like, even the grocery store is participating in the boycott in a sense, because now everything's being labeled like this is a product of Canada by Canadian. It's right there on the price tag. So you can it makes it very easy to actively avoid American goods and buy Canadian. I knew the boycotting was a thing. I didn't know it was to this extent, this organized.
I really do appreciate that because it's much easier to shop as a Canadian, and I will only be shopping Canadian.
Wow.
It helps us work together, Henny. And if there's nothing on the label, just turn it around and see where it's made, and that'll help you too. Let's work.
Whoa! I think this would really shock a lot of Americans. I had no idea about this. There's little maple leaf flags to just show what's made in Canada. No way. Wow. I didn't know you guys had taken it to this level. Oh my God.
Work together, guys. It's so easy right now, but times are hard and gotta work together. These are not a product of Canada, but they're Mexican.
Wow. Product of Mexico. At least you can still get your Italian tomatoes from Mexico. Those are from Mexico? Italian tomatoes. Nothing makes sense anymore. Shouldn't that be from Italy? Anyway, what do I know? Wow. I didn't know about that. Okay. Walking during Canadian winters. What's that like? What's he doing? What's he doing? What? What was that? Why? Because the snow's really deep, or why do you have to walk like that? Why are you doing that? Oh my God, he looks like a toddler. Get your weight over your feet for God's sake. Is he dancing? To me, it looks like he's losing his balance. Am I so out of touch? Am I so lame that I can't tell that he's like doing a cool... Is he doing a cool dance? Maybe I'm just out of touch with what's hip. Maybe he's doing a cool dance. No idea. Looked like he was tripping and falling and getting stuck with the... Anyway, don't come to me to see what's cool. There's no explanation here. So what's this? It's a trampoline. Oh, whoa. Is this what you Canadians are doing in the winter? I like this. That was kind of shocking, but oddly satisfying. Oh my, holy cow. The sheet of ice on this trampoline is really thick. I think that only can really happen in a place like Canada. I feel like you could get hurt on this ice. Look at those shards. Anyway, I'm killing the fun. I'm killing the fun. Talking about the day, just jump on the trampoline, break the ice. Very cool, very fun. What is this? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What are you doing? Stop that. What is this? There he goes. Oh. Okay. What? Oh, he's still harvesting his grains, even on the ice. So this is just like activities Canadians do in the winter on frozen ice. You still jump on your trampolines and go boating. Okay. Random. I love it. Oh, yes. This is actually something, this is a TikTok that I pulled up in a different video I did earlier, a few days ago. This is about Canada retaliates and mocks Trump. I thought this was worth watching one more time because I can't believe like the government of Canada, this is the government of British Columbia doing a Trump impression, and it's a TikTok.
Okay, this order, it's a wonderful order, it's a beautiful order. This order is...
That is exactly how Trump sounded. This is a wonderful order, beautiful order, the greatest order to ever exist, like no order ever before.
Pulling American booze off the liquor mart shelves.
And then he does that. I thought this was so funny that Canada actually did this. And it's not all a joke. Like, they literally are signing, this is a real bill, it sounds like, in Canada, banning American alcohol in British Columbia, which was, man, crazy to hear about. That's such big, oh my God. Yeah, Canada's really retaliating against these tariffs. There was the other TikTok earlier we just watched with the grocery store. Marking Canadian goods. Like, wow, Canada is really like stepping it up and really showing that it's not happy and not going to take what's happening, which I totally, yeah, I like that. I like to see that. Yeah. So I think we'd all like to see the situation kind of come to a conclusion so all this back and forth didn't even have to happen. But yeah, this is, speaking of this topic, this is
Because this is the greatest thing I have ever seen.
Speaking of this topic, we got West. Is this? Okay, so Canadians are not happy about the Canada becoming the 51st state. It's very troll, very stupid, and so here's the Canadian version. Why doesn't America become South Canada? Gulf of Canada. That's good because we renamed it Gulf of America, Gulf of Canada. Then that's going to be East Canada in Greenland. Alaska is West Canada, and Canada is just Canada.
This is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life.
We're not gonna take it. Would Canada even do this? Like, even if this was an option, I'm not convinced Canada would even want to assimilate the United States, even if we took on the name of South Canada. I don't think you guys want that much to do with us, to be honest, at this point. Okay, this says, I'm very proud.
People don't know this, and it's something I'm very proud of, but Canada actually has the best marshmallow farms in the world. That is because us marshmallow farmers, we start growing our marshmallows in the winter. We start transplanting them in these cedar shrubs here, and then by the time they grow to the size of a baseball, that's when we move them to the field.
I got to applaud the dedication here. I mean,
know this, and it's something I'm very proud of, but Canada actually has the best marshmallow farms in the world.
That's where marshmallows grow. I've always wondered about that. I was always wondering who grows all the giant marshmallows. It's Canada. Of course. Of course. It makes so much sense now. Come with us down a 70-kilometer toboggan slide. What is a toboggan? We don't really use that word in the United States. I've heard, it's a kind of sled, right? Or anyway, this is a slide.
3, 2, 1,
Go.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah. Wow, this is cool. Quebec City. What the heck? You can do this?
Go.
This looks awesome. Do you guys have stuff like this in Canada? I've never seen like a sled winter snow slide in the United States. I've seen like slides, alpine slides where it's like it's not slick or anything. You're in a cart going down a track down a mountain. But this is cool with a sled or I guess you call it a toboggan. That's awesome. That's really cool. What's this?
So I'm in Quebec right now, right? And honestly, that's bad enough on its own, but to make matters worse, lock my goddamn keys inside my car. As you can see, it's colder than negative fuck out here, so luckily your nipples freeze hard enough to cut glass, and I made getting the keys out of the car a little easier, but I got a big-ass fucking hole in my window. It's going to make the drive back to Canada draftier than my ass crack on a jet ski.
Okay.
If anyone's got a spare driver's door window for a 2005 lunchbox, hit me up.
The most Canadian with the frozen beard, wandering Quebec, talking about his nipples and his car window. Interesting.
Just saw a sign outside of a school that said, "Kindness is like snow. It beautifies everything."
Ah.
Well, there's too much fucking kindness on the okay? I spent the last 3 days scooping and shoveling kindness off of my driveway. So if we could just chill out with the kindness for a little bit, that would be...
Oh my, you know what? These TikToks really bring out some of the sassy Canadians. I like to see it. I don't mind it. So kindness is like snow. You know, we've had enough kindness, enough snow. I mean, we're all the way in March now. It can't be like winter still in Canada, right? I gotta check like the weather in Canada. You guys are coming out the other side, right? Like here, for me, it's like 60 degrees. Like what, I mean, I think that's like 15 or 16 Celsius, maybe. It's hot. I'm in a t-shirt for crying out loud and shorts. So seeing some of these winter Canadian videos, TikToks. Hopefully that's kind of over. Okay, this says, you're a Canadian traveling abroad who doesn't want to be mistaken for an American. Oh my.
Am I better than everyone?
Oh my. Is this... I've heard of this being a thing. Is this really a thing? Because when Americans travel abroad, internationally, most of us don't even have a passport. Most of us don't even ever leave the United States. But when we do, we are not known for being good tourists. We're loud, annoying, inconsiderate Americans, and we seem to have that kind of reputation internationally. So Canadians don't like being mistaken for Americans for that reason and other reasons. And Canadians have a good reputation, literally the opposite of Americans traveling. Canadians have a good reputation, so do you actually like go out of your way to put a Canadian flag and pins on your stuff? This is a real thing. Wow.
Am I better than everyone?
Maybe. Okay, and with that, okay, that's it. We're done. These were something. These were really entertaining, actually. And, as I hoped, I do feel like I learned some new things about Canadian culture. And maybe I'm a little confused about a few things about Canadian culture. It's all good. This was very fun. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these Canadian activities, these Canadian TikToks. That'd be fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and learning about Canadian culture and seeing Canadian things for the first time, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.